Hello Zaniacs, welcome back to Zaniactv. Today we're going to go over the beta version of how to play Brewmaster Monk. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, I stream live on Twitch, so come and hang out there with me 4 days a week. Normally I play a Panda Monk, but for some reason on the beta they're not working right now, so we gotta settle for a Dark Iron Dwarf. This guide is designed for those of you who are somewhat familiar with Brewmaster already, and the changes made from BFA to Shadowlands. On live hits, I will put out a comprehensive guide on how to play Brewmaster for new players. Alright, so far from BFA to Shadowlands beta, what changed? Shuffle. This is the biggest change to Brewmaster, and one of the two main reasons I decided it was going to be my main. It increases stagger effectiveness by 100%. Caused by Keg Smash, Blackout Kick, and Spinning Crane Kick. It is a passive Iron Skin Brew. I hated having to keep Iron Skin Brew up over and over. Now it's a passive on spells that already need to be used, so it's no constant Iron Skin management that shares a stack with Purifying Brew. Blackout Kick. They just renamed Blackout Strike, but added Shuffle to it for 3 seconds. It adds a stack of Elusive Brawler just like Blackout Strike did, and it doesn't require a two-handed weapon, so Brewmasters can do a wield now. Celestial Brew, a new defensive cooldown. It absorbs damage based on how much you already purified. Purifying more while it's on also increases its amount. Purifying Brew clears half your stagger damage and increases how much Celestial Brew absorbs. The major change here is with the spell and how it ties in with Celestial Brew, and its stacks are not shared with anything else. So purify where you want, when you want. Expel Harm. The difference with this spell from BFA is you don't actually need orbs to use this. Of course, it heals way more with them, but it's a 5-second cooldown and can be used anytime it's up. Plus, it does some damage. Zen Meditation. The only change is this is that you can move during the channel. Still, if you get meleeed, it goes away. Spinning Crane Kick. Channeled AoE attack that grants you Shuffle. There are a few more uses of this, but we'll go over this with talents and legendaries. Invoke Nizao, the Black Ox. Got reworked from the talent and its baseline. For 25 seconds, Nizao attacks your target. He also stomps, causing AoE damage for 25% of the recently purified stagger damage. During this time, 25% of all damage staggered is instead given to Nizao. Touch of Death. This is the second reason I went Brewmaster. It's an attack that, against non-boss enemies, will kill them instantly if their current health falls below your max health. Got an enemy causing your group problems? Just delete it. Get its HP less than yours and boom! 36,800 health in one hit. Usable every 3 minutes. Talent changes. Light Brewing. Instead of adding a charge, it reduces the cooldown of Celestial and Purifying Brew by 20%. Black Ox Brew. The difference here is it resets the cooldown of Celestial Brew. Exploding Keg. A 1-minute cooldown that causes targets hit, including bosses, 3 seconds of 100% miss with melee attacks. Celestial Flames. 30% chance when you use brews to make Spinning Crane Kick give Breath of Fire to all targets hit, and increases it to 5%. However, right now in the beta, the tooltip on the target shows 4%, but I presume it's a bug and it's not working as intended, which I already reported. Blackout Combo. Replaces Iron Skin Brew with Celestial Brew. The talents that I take personally, first 2 rows has no change, so I kept them. I still take Light Brewing. I personally like having a larger cooldown reduction. Black Ox is a popular choice though if Celestial Brew is needed quicker. Next 3 rows, same thing, no change. I wanted Exploding Keg. I really did. The idea of having enemies miss me for 3 seconds every minute was great. But I was having such a threat issue that I had to go back to Rushing Jane Wind. Spinning Crane Kick just wasn't enough AoE threat. Maybe one day down the line I can switch to it. I've been running Celestial Flames for better uptime of Breath of Fire. If it starts to work as intended, it'll be good for damage reduction. Using Blackout Combo is good in theory, but it throws off your opener, and if you have to use Blackout Kick with either Keg Smash or Celestial Brew on cooldown, you'll end up wasting it on the damage buff of Tiger Palm. Rotation differences. Kyrian or Venthyr. If you choose either of these, the main difference between BFA Brewmaster and Shadowlands Brewmaster is you don't have to sit there and keep Ironskin Brew off. I start off with Rushing Jade Wind, just like before. Then I walk up to the enemies and Keg Smash right away, or use Clash if the enemy is a caster or an archer. Then Keg Smash. That now gives me the old Ironskin Brew buff. Set them on fire, kick them in the face, slap them a few times, do it again. Use Purify if your stagger turns red. Since Ironskin Brew is gone, you don't have to save the charges. After using Purifying Brew, use Celestial Brew. It'll maximize its absorb. Use Expel Harm on cooldown, especially during Celestial Brew. If it's a larger pack, I'll call Nizal to help us. Use your Kyrian or Venthyr abilities as defensive cooldowns. Night Fae. The only difference in rotation if you are a Night Fae is I use Phaeline Stomp instead of Breath of Fire. I use Breath of Fire if Phaeline Stomp's fire runs out and Phaeline Stomp did not reset. Necrolord. Same as Kyrian or Venthyr, but keep Fleshcraft up on cooldown. Bone Dust Brew should be used after Celestial Brew is used to try to get the cooldown of it back faster. The first 10 seconds increases the cooldown reduction of Celestial Brew and all of your brews. Thank you everyone for watching. I will make a comprehensive Brewmaster guide for beginners soon. I hope everyone has a good one.